Okay, today we're going to go over another way that we can solve systems of equations. And I have the steps written here, and we'll do the steps together as we do these problems. And I just thought that I would give you problems that don't have x and y, because it could be any letters. So here, step one, line up the variables. You notice my u's are lined up, my v's are lined up, and my equal signs are lined up on each one of these problems. So first we have to get them all lined up like that. Step two, make and eliminate. And eliminate is like a cancel. It's where two things are going to add up to equal 0. So we can make a little note here. Two things add or subtract to get 0. That's what we mean. So, and then we're going to add or subtract. So here, if I add these two things together, u minus u, that's going to make a 0. That's what it means to make and eliminate. I'll show you how to do that if it doesn't work out. So, I'm going to add or subtract. So here I'm going to add these together. U plus negative u, that cancels, that eliminates. V plus v is 2v, and 11 plus 9 is 20. Then I'm going to solve this. 2v equals 20. We'll divide by 2, and I get v equals 10. But I'm not done. Now I still need to plug it into one of these equations. This is where this is slightly longer than the other ones we did yesterday or on Friday. When I plug it in, I have to plug it in. So I've got u plus, I'm going to plug this in for v, 10 equals 11. Now I have to solve this one to find my other answer. So I'm going to minus 10, u equals 1. So now I have my two parts. Now my last step is to write it as an ordered pair. So it's always in alphabetical order. So it's going to be u, comma, v. Okay, let's do another one. So I've got my variables all lined up already, and then I'm going to make and eliminate. And here, to make and eliminate, m and m look like they would eliminate, but it will only work if I do a subtract this time. So this time I'm going to subtract, and when I subtract, I have to subtract everything in here. So I'm just going to go through and I'm going to change the sign on everything. So this is a minus m, this one becomes a plus, and this one becomes a minus. Notice I changed everything in there. Now I'm going to do my add or subtract, so I'm going to add them up. M minus m is 0, that cancels. Negative 4 plus 6 is 2n. 13 minus 12 is 1. Now I'm going to solve by dividing by 2. N equals 1/2. Then I have to plug it back into one of these. So I'm going to plug it into the first one. So I have m minus 4 times 1/2 equals 13. 4 times 1/2. That's just what's half of 4. Well, half of 4 is 2. So m minus 2 equals 13 plus 2. M equals 15. Then I need to write my problem out. That's my last step, is to write it as a pair. M in alphabetical order, 15 and 1/2. Okay, pause the video, write these two videos down. Okay, now the first thing you'll notice about this one is that doesn't have my variables all lined up. So what I want to do is get this 4x to go over there, and I'm going to do that by doing a minus 4x on both sides. When I do minus 4x on this side, it'll cancel out over here, and it'll end up on that side there. So when I write that down, I'll have negative 4x plus 2y equals, these cancel, 13. Write that one down. Now I'm just going to copy the bottom one down right there, and now that's good. Now I've got my variables all lined up. Step 2, make and eliminate. These two right here are going to eliminate, so I'm just going to add these together, and these two eliminate. But then I notice that I also have these two eliminate. So these are 0, and these are 0, and I get 0 equals 24. Well, we already learned that if it works out where this is not true, never true, it's never true that 0 is equal to 24, so that means the answer to this is no solution. All right, let's try this last one. Okay, my variables are lined up, but notice there's no eliminate here. I don't have the same thing on top and on bottom. So in order to get the same thing on top and bottom, I have to multiply one of them. Well, if this one was just a 2, then it would eliminate with this. So I'm going to multiply everything on the top one times 2 to get it to work out. So I'm going to rewrite the top one. 2y, and I have to distribute this to everything. 2y minus 8z. 2 times 9 is 18. Then I'm going to write the bottom one down. 2y plus 8z equals negative 18. Now these are going to eliminate, so I'm good. I'm going to add these together. And when I add these eliminate and I get 0. These eliminate and I get 0. And as it works out, this also gives me 0. Well, I got 0 equals 0. Well, that's always true. Always true. When it's always true, my answer is infinitely many solutions.